person. But you, the people out there, has to have the eye, the knowledge to know if that is the real exact person. If you allow your third eye to just zoom in before anything happened to these people, and then when they say that something has happened, to zoom in, you will know for yourself that these are not the same people. And they're going to do the same for you all out there too. But you all will not become clones. You all out there will become computer generated, I should say. And this is what they are trying to do. They're starting with the celebrities, the entertainers, the actors, the actresses, the singers. It doesn't matter. And many people out there have sat back and said, well, I haven't sold my life, but they have. And you have to be the ones to know the ones that have sold their lives. Jamie Foxx sold his life. This is how he got awards. This is how he got movies and hanging around with the big entertainers, because he sold his life. Jamie Foxx went to those parties. He had prestige with those upper people because he sold his life. But the amazement to Jamie Foxx was that he never thought that his life would come to an end. And sometimes when you are captured by the hunter, you try to get away, but it's too late, because you see exactly what's going on now in front of your eyes, and you want to try to make an exit, and you can't make that exit. So what do? You either give up and just let it go. You have to, because they're not going to let Jamie Foxx walk out of that hospital room the same way he was boarding in. They're not going to do it. So this is what we all are saying to you people out there, the NWOR. You have to understand the situation, and they're going to say a lot of things about this one and that one and that one and this one, but you have to know the real R. Kelly. R. Kelly, they couldn't make a clone out of him. They didn't want to make a clone out of R. Kelly, but they had to punish him. And the only way to punish R. Kelly, because they knew R. Kelly's weakness, they knew his strongness, but R. Kelly's weakness was to be inside of a cage, and they knew that was his weakness. That's why R. Kelly is behind bars today. That's why so many are coming after R. Kelly within that penal system, and so they know. Now, if R. Kelly is ever released from the penal system, I should say, they'll give him a chance, but then he acts up again. The next time you'll see R. Kelly will be that the fact that either he's a clone or that he has died, car accident or something. And this is what they're saying. They have died of heart attacks. They have died of this and they have died of that, or suicide. And all of this has been upon their hands to make you all believe. So that's the thing that we, the NWOR, has stated, Katrina, myself, and the rest of the team. We haven't gone anywhere, people. We just sit back and dissolve ourselves for a while and hear what you all out there have to say, and see how the stupidity falls upon you all, because you all believe everything that they say. But you have to wake up and understand what's going on, because after a while they're coming for you. And you may not be able to sell your life to Lucifer or to the Great Reset or the Illuminati, as you all call them, but you're going to sell your life. And selling your life is the fact that you will become computer generated. You'll be walking around like computers in a body form. So this is what we're saying to you. So many others we've heard that, oh, Jamie Foxx is this. We're praying for. There's no need to pray for Jamie Foxx. Pray for Jamie Foxx for what? He's not even there. And so, but you all continue to believe what you want to believe. Continue to think what you want to think. But we, the NWOR, we know what we're talking about. We know what we're talking about. That person that's laying over there in that hospital, and he's not in the hospital, people. See, you're thinking that Jamie Foxx is laying in a room in a hospital like you or I or anybody else would lay into a room. Jamie Foxx is in a A cloning lab. Every major hospital. But see, you all don't know this because you don't really ask questions and you don't do your thorough research. You don't get out there in the streets and try to find out this or try to find out that. But every major hospital, in the basement of that hospital, they have a cloning lab. You all don't know this. But you're thinking that he's laying up in the bed and he's doing. This is why they're trying to get rid of his watch. They're trying to get rid of this and that because he's listless now. And when Jamie Foxx come back on the scene, if they allow him to come back on the scene, that watch is not going to mean a thing to him. That money is not. This is why they try to go into his account. Because everything that Jamie Foxx have, sure, he did his concerts, he did his shows, he went made his way on television, the movies, and he got his awards. But everything that Jamie Foxx has received is not his. It's on loan to him as long as he is under obedience to them. But you all don't believe that, do you? You all don't believe that. But one day soon, all of you who are out there who are asleep, all of you out there who are thinking that they, capital T-H-E-Y, you all are thinking that they are the ones that knows exactly what they're talking about. And one last thing I want to say before I give it back to Katrina is this. Just like this, and I'm going to say this before I pass it back to Katrina. Justin Pearson, that's his name. He's already a member of the House. And how this man, he was one way, he's talking like you and I would talk. And then turn around and he made an overnight change. And he's looking and sounding and acting like the late Martin Luther King. And people don't understand why. And the real reason why is because they are smart. These people are sitting high up on the throne, right under Lucifer. And they are trying to have this man to act like Martin Luther King, to sound like him, to look like him, to talk like him. Why? It's because black people back there in the day, and even some today, they worship Martin Luther King. They thought Martin Luther King was he was the man. And so why not bring in someone that can influence the black people to bring them back to the polls to vote? You people out there, you don't see it. You think because this man is talking and acting and looking and dressing like Martin Luther King, he's got to be somebody. No, but once this man gets into office, it's going to be about face change. And he's going to be back to who he was. See, you have to be aware of the snares and the traps that they are laying out for each and every one of you. It has only been one Martin Luther King. No one can ever take the betrayal or have the betrayal of Martin Luther King. And then a lot of things that we, the NWOR, has found out negative things about Martin Luther King. This is why they don't tell you these things. But you see, I'm telling you people, and it's no sweat off my brow, because we, the team members of NWOR, we're going to be all right because we know what we know. And we keep ourselves abreast of the things that are happening in the past, the things that are happening now, and the things that will happen on tomorrow. We keep ourselves full of knowledge. We're always one step ahead of them, capital T-H-E-M, because we know what their intentions are. We know what their plans are. We're not saying that we are anybody big or we anybody this, but we have to keep ourselves afloat. And this is what we're doing. And so this is why they're having Justin Pearson to come back and act like Martin Luther King, because they know that this is the only way to affect the black people. Because this man, one minute he was talking one way, and the next minute he's sounding just like Martin Luther King. And there's no way in hell, and we are on the planet hell, that Martin Luther King is going to come back here and get inside of his body. There's no way. But that's the